Worst case scenario.
Yeah, then they'd be calling me up saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" I'll say, "How you doing? How you doing?" Yeah, that was cool. That was. Where is the
Camera's rolling. Now you're unmuted.
Okay.
Good to go.
Hello, Yeti Nation, part 3. What's up, peoples? Beecher, how you doing again?
I'm doing good. I'm trying to get my right headphones set up here. I got all kinds of stuff. Right now you can hear me, but nobody else is hearing me on that stream, I just realized.
Well, everybody out there can hear me, but they can't hear you.
Yeah, so you're
Well, I'll let
holding.
everybody know. Beecher's doing a little corrective action as we're speaking. He's got the airplane up here to about 72,000 feet. And once we get up to, we're gonna 80,000. We're gonna settle off, hover out, and we're gonna crank it out a little bit. As far as we've had a little technical difficulties, trying a couple different little things, but that's what we do. We do what we do, and we get her done, right, Beecher? Right,
Yes,
he said.
and now
I
it's
heard
on
him.
there. And now it's on
Now
there.
what I
We are
gotta
good to
try to
go.
figure out
Now
is
what
how
I
I'm
gotta
gonna
try to
hear
figure
you,
out is how I'm
'cause
gonna hear you.
unless I just
Unless I
double
double
headphone,
headphone because
do
I'm
the double
still
headphone,
streaming
'cause
through
I'm
that
still
other
streaming
computer. I
through
just
that
wanted
other
to make sure
computer.
that I just wanted to make sure that
maintains the
computer
stream, so I've
maintains
kinda
the
got the
stream.
double
So I've kind of
headphone
got the
look. And there's
double headphone
airplanes
look. And
dive
there's
right there.
airplanes
What a
dive
beautiful
right
dive
there.
that
What a
was.
beautiful dive that was.
Oh, you can't see.
Oh, you
Okay.
can't see.
You don't see
I
those
forget
top.
you
Yeah,
don't
I've
see
the
those
replays
top,
playing
but I've
over
got
the
the
top of your
replays
head
playing
right
over the
now.
top of your head right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, sick dive. Oh, was that the one he was in the
Yeah,
crease? Or
that's
no?
the one that
Yeah,
everybody. That's the one that everybody.
Oh, that's the one his foot was in the crease that we got called back against us. It happens. You know what? We continued on. The game continued on. If I was to go on YouTube right now to find us streaming, where would I find it streaming? A different
Should
stream?
be in your live.
Should be in
your live.
Okay. Well, the stream that we had going on is no longer there.
Now
That's
there's
why
a
I'm
new
just
one up and
continuing.
rolling. There's a new one up and rolling. We are good to go. We are
Oh,
good
there's
to
a
go.
new one rocking.
Even
That's
better
how we
than
do.
even better
before.
than
And now we're
than before.
right now
And
we're just showing the
right
first
now
half,
we're
so
just
this
showing
is
the
a great
first
half
half
for
so
you
this
guys.
is a
You
great
guys are
half
on
for you
fire.
guys.
You guys
Stealing the
are on
ball
fire.
behind the
Stealing
back
the ball
past
behind the back past
Their goalie did an amazing
Their
job.
goalie
too,
did an
actually.
amazing
He made
job
some
too,
big
actually.
saves,
He made
especially in
some
that
big
first
saves,
half.
especially in that first half.
He did. I mean, as far as to say, it was no blowout by us by any means in the first half. The kid was making saves. We was getting shots. The guys were running. We was picking up ground balls. We were winning faceoffs. Rebounds were there. They were getting shots on goal. They were getting goals as well. It was a well officiated game. The officials were let. I think we had 2 penalties, and I think they may have had 3 penalties, maybe 4 tops. So I mean, the officials were definitely letting the guys play. There was no shenanigans in regards to bad blood type of play. It was a well played. Brian Whitmore was back in town, so that was a little spark of added lacrosse to the young guys that were there. Being the old dog, he was able to get those young kids amped up, and they were able to keep the pressure, keep us outside, and not let us get the shots that we wanted to get. And
it's funny because
that's what happened.
Because as you say that right now, I'm watching the first part, and you guys are doing a good job of not giving them the inside shot. Your defense was literally just pushing.
Defense was solid. Defense
them
was
out.
solid. Jimmy Fay, stepping up strong. Chris McDonald stepping up strong. Al Snow, Charlie Versace, Brian Conzola. Those guys. Not for nothing. If you take a look, who's coming out the back door as well. To say we're trying different things. We're trying different things still. Why wouldn't we? We know we're going into another season. It's whether we have a home game or if we're on the road. Either way, we're trying out different things. You got Neil Paulus and Nick Suits coming out the back door. How often's that? We're trying stuff. If you don't try it again, how do you not know? I heard the reporting. They were saying the specialist that Nick Suits was. I heard Hutch and Bobby talking him up. Yeah, it was he did a good job playing defense. That's an opportunity for when you have 9 left-handed offensive players. How do you get guys onto the floor? You got to be creative. That's one thing that coaches do. They're very creative. They're using their imagination. They're showing other looks to other teams. We're also seeing what works for us, and we know we're not an outside shooter team. That's not our forte until we set up the inside and then maybe we can become an outside shooting team. But right now, it's transition time. Let's see what we got. What the players got. We got to make sure everybody's got 2 games going into the playoffs. That's a major thing when you have, you got to think longevity. Longevity is I got to make sure that come high water, we'll say. I got to make sure that I got a team that can travel out to Chicago. Because that's what the game plan is.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure about the
Chris
no-go
Ryan's,
call
man.
on Chris Ryan's, man. I thought Chris Ryan's was a goal, but that's just
that was a goal by no question. That was the makeup call for Blaine's foot being on the line and blowing that one, because that one was the officials on that side of the floor looking right at it. If he's in proper position, I'm sure he was. They did a good job. They did a great job. The officials.
Yeah, there's them calling.
There's them calling through the crease right there. You're giving the ball over to the Riverhawks. That's where you get to see.
It was a great game, and here comes Ruby Red Shoes.
It was a great game, and here comes Ruby Red Shoes Gonzola. I love when he scores, man. He gets so amped. That's what it's all about. It's all about when you watch these guys.
That's what it's all about, and I love his parents are there in the stands, whether it's a home or away.
They put an order in for the Crafty Beach as well. They got a T-shirt coming. That is one thing. So we got to order a bunch of those Yeti things I was supposed to order them last week.
Hopefully now with 2 weeks before the game.
Hopefully now with 2 weeks before the game, you would think I'd have enough time to order. I keep forgetting I'm on this camera, but the highlights are on that screen. So I'm running 2 separate computers right now because I'm playing with NDI. So that way, like, we can play with things like hook a camera down into the press box and stuff like that. So we're actually running on 2 separate things that's sending through the network to it. So that's why everything's a little.
It's building the plane as we're flying.
It's building the plane as we're flying it.
We're test driving the Mercedes, baby.
We're glitching things up.
It may be a Yugo, but you want to know it's a Mercedes.
That's right. We're gonna. My goal is to
my goal
to
be able to just like have a monitor with a little computer on the back that you just plug the camera in, keyboard and mouse, and people like it's all set up, so it's built to stream. You just put start stream, start record, and that's him.
There's Kraz making a big save.
There's Kraz making kick save. There was you talk about the different goalie
Kraz's style is great
and Kraz's style is great
when they were moving fast.
Especially when they're moving fast.
As far as you take a look how deep he's inside the goal. It's almost like his toes are pretty darn near the goal line. He's tucked right in there, playing that flat line.
He's baiting. He's baiting guys.
Yeah, as far as he does a good job, does a very good job, and as a defense, we got to make sure that those shots that he's comfortable and very good at saving. He's talking to the defense. He tells the defense where he wants them shooting from. So
and he definitely didn't want Will Hardy all alone out front, which is what he was just looking at. But he managed
and you want to know? I think he stuffed him in the first half a couple times.
Yeah.
He had a couple bang.
That's the shot he's asking the defense for.
Oh yeah, no. I'm sure he's looking for the outside 40. When there's 2.
Yeah. So.
That's and that's how we like to play. Everybody knows that. I'll be honest. Everybody knows how we play defense, and we're going to pressure. And sometimes you
That's a problem with pressure. You see it all the time.
Though teams do it because
when you get beat, you leave your goalie out there. I mean, he is still stranded.
You leave your goalie. You're hoping for that second slide to be in the proper position. As far as for the most part, I was talking to Jimmy afterwards. I'm like, did you guys go into a zone? Because in the second half there was almost, and once again, we're pressuring out. They're beating the pressure, so you got to have that second slide. Well, if you got the second slide, the third slide's got to be there. And you want to what? They were getting some open shots on that back corner. And once again, it came down to brain farts at the very end. Honestly, we had the opportunity. It was tied, and I think we missed. And ball moved around. I think we went man down, and no matter of fact, I think they scored. That's what it was. They scored man down on that, if I'm not mistaken. So, you can't have you can't be on man up and get goals scored against you. When that happens, that's I'm fearful or I'm frightened by looking at those stats when this is what our how many goals for versus goals against our man up we had, because
that's if you guys, that is one thing that killed you. And Crafty Beach, I love her in the comments. Thankfully she just told me, she's like, hey, numbnuts, you're echoing, so that means I did not need both microphones. I was just making myself look silly because obviously that's what I wanted to do, and with one headphone now I can even see.
I'm trying. Hold on, there is this. No, that's Inner Circle Live number 2. I don't know. It says live.
Live
they all
part 2.
Live.
This one, yeah, it's got the good stuff on it. This is
there we go. There we are. Now I'm up to date again. It's like starting all over. How you doing, Beecher?
Getting dialed up, and
7. We're up right now, 10-7, and we're rolling still. This is after halftime. Blaine scored that sweet goal at the buzzer, and that gave us 9. So we scored 1 goal the second half. Obviously, that's already happened, and now we're a minute. There's a minute left in the third period, and
there's only a 7-second delay, is what from 5 and then back up to 2. So there's a 7-second delay between what you're watching on YouTube then and what we were seeing.
Right.
So the first half was great, and then the second half rolled around, and the nice thing was though is really your as far as defensively, you didn't completely fall apart. It wasn't like you let them score 20 goals.
They scored 11 goals on us. That last goal. Props. Brian, great goal. I'm sure our guy would have ran it in and taken the shot as well, because obviously it does make a difference. And you take a look at the stats and everything. You want to know what? Because he scooped up that ball, was able to second 3 of tiebreakers, because we beat them by 2. And instead of being a 1-goal loss, it was a 2-goal loss. So it tied up, or it tied that tiebreaker. So we're gonna have to take a look at the stats and see where we are. It's an awesome season. Is it what I expected? Honestly, you don't know what to expect. That's the cool thing.
No, I can tell you right now. I mean, I expected the Riverhawks to be right about where the Riverhawks are. The Eels surprised me that they have not shown as well as they I don't know if you want to say as they can or are capable of, or if it's just the other teams. I mean, and really, you guys did. You guys added talent. The Thousand Islands team added talent. Oswego got a whole nother year of experience, which was a big thing for the Yeti, too. You just added a whole year of box experience of guys learning under people like Neil Powlis and getting Coach Tony defense. I mean, look at Gonzo. That's somebody who's like, young in that shape. I mean, Davey, everybody's playing great. Chris Ryan's got to be ecstatic. And I mean, how about freaking DeMace? Jesse DeMace has looked. He might not, the second half. Yeah, he didn't get a goal, but everybody. But I have been so impressed. Everything's just there. He's crisp with the passes. He seems to be where he needs to be. It's been a great season for him. No man, Versace, they all came in fired up.
They came in, Righty Davis. Righty Davis is on the right side. Brandon's done an incredible job helping lead the team this year, and he's where you need me to play. Well, we need you on the right side. You want to know what? The kid's doing an incredible job playing right side forward, being a lefty. That, and he's colorblind. So the ball, using an orange ball did not help one bit inside the arena. And as far as it may have helped the goalies out, but the guys that have some color focusing aspects, it didn't help them out at all. That's for sure. But it is what it is. It's lacrosse at its best. It's only getting better. We're nearing the final turn. Coming up on the fourth rail, and here we go. The final stretch is coming down for all of the teams in the upstate. We're going to be done after the 21st. We got the playoffs starting the following weekend on the 27th, and from there there's going to be an all-star game where the home team or the championship team will host a all-star game, and we're going to send some players up to whomever the champion is, and we're going to hopefully raise some money for them and help them enjoy a championship run, whomever it may be.
I like that. I like that a lot. It's a pretty sweet idea.
Yeah, I mean, as far as it ain't going to be cheap to get to Chicago, and I don't care what anybody says, especially nowadays with the flight delays and this delay and that. Then there ain't no way in hell you're getting me on a plane to fly out to Chicago for a championship weekend. No. We may just have to rent a bus and say, you want to know what? Let's go. Everybody on the bus, and let's enjoy the ride out there. Let's enjoy the ride back with our banner blazing out the side.
Yeah, the site, Bill Hardy just asked in the comments, the site has been chosen. It's Chicago. They've got 2 fields. They're going to use both for kind of warm-ups the first day, and then the one, assuming everybody's going to have like a locker room essentially on the field to give guys a spot to stretch, warm up, get dressed, take a nap, relax. Because these games, so I talk about it so much. I talked about it with Tim last night. You really need almost 2 teams or some super stud athletes in a super deep team, because you could win all season long and then go out to nationals and not have the cardio to to make a good.
Probably at least one game not Friday.
He's talking about the upstate site. I nominate Utica and Onondaga, obviously, for my 2 sites that I would prefer, but he's asking about the upstate site. No, it'll be determined basically after Saturday. Next Saturday, not this Saturday.
Yeah, 1s and 2. 2 will host the first playoff game, and then the highest seed will host the championship. We are looking to get a meeting going with the GMs this week. Let's get things squared away. So we're not. It's going to be kind of hectic doing it that way. I know I've cleared the pathway with the Nexus Center. As far as it's a matter of getting it there. That's that's what we got to do now. So as far as the dates are reserved for Nexus Center, barring anything that I know of, there's 3 rinks. So I'm assuming that if another one needs to be put in, they have that ability.
Yeah, it is. They there's no ice under this turf. I watched them pull it all out.
No. Yeah, there's absolutely no ice under the turf right now.
So unless there's a soccer tournament that all of a sudden came and books and they pull that over the top. No, yeah, this should definitely be ready. And like I said, now we've got the other computer. I know the NDI signal's sending, so we should be able to plug that in down in the scorekeeper's box. We'll be able to do some interviews down there. We'll have direct contact with the scorekeeper because I believe they have a internet port over there that I saw. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about little upgrade going here because we'll be able to run cell phones and stuff right through it. So yeah.
You get that in action shots. The Bella had, and she had some great shots.
I know. I got to try to get her up. She doesn't like doing it. She does. She'd rather just kind of hang out during the games. But man, when she gets those corner shots, I love them because you can clip it right into the video, especially when she gets the opposite corner, so we can't really see the guys coming across. That's sweet. I love it. But, you know, I don't blame her for not wanting to do it all the time. They're pretty good sports for coming around. This is and half of the team in Tuscarora, which is so about an hour apart. The rink should be in.
I don't think it's quite an hour apart.
No, the rink is one rink to the other directions. 5 minutes.
Okay. Not
quite an hour, but yeah. Obviously, you've never traveled with me. I have to stop and pee somewhere in an hour. I struggle with driving an hour straight.
Well, once you get on the 90 out there, it's ridiculous. It's nuts. I don't get on side through East Aurora and through the old stomping grounds, and when I go through because into where it cuts off to 90. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Tuscarora, we get off of Batavia and go around it.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. You may want to think about that as well for East Aurora. If you get off in Pembroke, you take a couple little rights and lefts, and you're there without having to do the high traffic area. No question about that.
Yeah,
but
the fun. So I believe we played your sponsors at the beginning, but just in case we didn't, let's give a run through on the that's for sure.
Hello, Yeti Nation.
Absolutely.
2023.
I mean, say them out loud. I got them right.
Get down to the Bag Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Fay Farms. Where's the beef at? Contact Jimmy Fay. Family Landscaping. Make your neighbors green with envy. Contact Russ. The Black River Ale House, where the Romans go. Dura Products. Who's got the pipe? Jimmy Fay's got the pipe. Contact Jimmy Fay for irrigation, drainage, pool, and spa.
You building a new house, contact Jimmy Fay. He's got your stuff.
The B-Dry System. Your basement's wet? Get a hold of B-Dry. Believe in 271. Nobody fights alone. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, your local representative. George Kaler, Sales and Service. Liberty Affordable Housing. Rome Sign and Display Company. Nice Scoba. The men and women in blue, thank you for what you do. Robert Dix Insurance Agency. Contact Bobby Dix. Tri-City Lacrosse. 40 years of summer fun. Master Vito Hyundai. Contact the sales force. CRM Rental Management. The Clinton Tractor and Implement Company. Contact the Caledona family. Hello, Yeti Nation.
Right.
2023 is here. Get down to the Bag Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Fay Farms. Where's the beef at? Contact Jimmy Fay.
Unmute us. Thanks so much to the sponsors, and thanks to Fay Farms and the beef pipe, because without the beef pipe, you know, that was one of the those priceless comments on the YouTube chats.
Dickie Thomas.
Dinky Thomas. I made Dinky Thomas a moderator, so
I think that is awesome. As far as if people do watch, and I know they watch. If I'm not mistaken, we had, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 308 people watched the game so far.
Yeah,
I was looking at some of the analytics, not that it means anything.
Well, no, you had, we had 100 people watching it during part of the game.
During part of the game, we had up to 100 people watching.
98. We were so close. It was like, I'm gonna call it 100, but we were at 98. We were like, it's like, come on, people, let us get over that 100 mark. But yeah, no, we've hit 100 a couple times now. It's fun. You can always count on the Yeti, but when the Yeti are home, you definitely have a lot less fans. So I was surprised. Must be we had a lot of traveling warriors on that one.
There was, I'm excited for again. The 21st is going to be pretty special. I got some ideas that we do have in motion. So I'm hoping to. We got to get you guys up there maybe a half an hour or so early to get that camera out and be out front of the Nexus Center, because you never know what's going to happen. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time.
It's going to be amazing. I guarantee that. It's always a good time up there. So definitely looking forward to it next weekend. We're going to do a Yeti talk next week, and we'll basically just kind of talk about how it's looking for the breakdown. So you got Thousand Islands is playing this weekend. Right? They're playing. Who are they playing?
They're playing. I know Oswego on Saturday. Do they have a doubleheader this weekend?
No, they're playing Oswego on Saturday. So that's what I mean. That's a huge thing. I really wish I could have gotten out there to film it, even though it's whichever team is home, it's a sweltering hot box. It's just, that's how it is. And
I get that. Two Life crew, welcome to the sweatshop. Boom! Welcome to the sweatshop.
It's yeah, but it's going to be a great game of lacrosse, because those two teams are going to be phenomenal. But if Oswego can beat them, and then we could have a whole. So essentially, if Oswego beats them, then everybody splits every game. Except for the Eels. But the other three teams will have split the games if you can win too. So, I love it. So much parity. All right, let's wrap this up until next week. Any words of wisdom to sign us out with?
Let's go Riverhawks. That's what I'm saying. Let's go Riverhawks. Let's do a little flying north and cheer them on a little bit. I'm being biased.
Let's mix this division up. Let's see what's going on with that.
Let's mix it up a little bit, and
let's test the NLL or the NABLL's rule books, and let's see how deep they go into these breakdowns. Because I still think, though, that one thing, Thousand Islands does have those two games where they had like 30 points, and the one they held the team to 15. A 15-goal jump start on everybody is gonna be hard to.
They have a. There's no question they have a serious lead. They're right there. So that's a. It's something that we'll see what happens. You never know. I may make the ride up there to watch that game on Saturday night, just because, it's two good teams. I'm not gonna knock it. They're awesome teams. The league is awesome. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Very excited.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next week, we will see you then.
Yeti Nation. Safe travels all. 23 is here. Get down to the Bag Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Faye Farms, where's the beef at? Contact Jimmy Faye.